Day where this black teen was followed around a neighborhood, being harassed by white people, namely, and they harassed him to the point where he got a little loud, and then they thought that it was reasonable to pull a gun on him. You see, the only thing that was unreasonable about that whole situation is he was followed in the first place. The second thing that's unreasonable is they think that it's reasonable to pull a gun on someone who's being harassed for obvious reasons. That is not reasonable. Him getting loud was reasonable. People yell at their kids. I've seen it my whole life, everybody. And when people think that it's okay to follow an individual for obvious reasons, that's unreasonable. Entirely unreasonable. It's just like, how could anyone think that terrorizing someone and pushing them to the point and following them and them getting a little loud and being like, y'all need to leave me the hell alone, and pull a gun could possibly be reasonable? You know, what that woman did to that autistic kid, that is some sick shit. It's sick. Like, in the fact that she has raised $0.6 million at this, $0.6 million at this point, everybody should be concerned about that. These people, these Nazis, they're going to push things to the brink of chaos. And it's also a small handful of people can keep their wealth and control everything in the world, because they're going to lose it because of AI. Listen, there's 8.5 billion people on the planet. There's under 1 million people on this planet controlling everything. And they have created situations and gone around in the world and taught hate and spread it like a virus. So when they need to start some trouble, when their money is being threatened for some reason, they just make some stuff pop off with Nazis, for example. And what's crazy is the people who aren't directly connected to them are buying into their bullshit. You got to think about it. These wealthy people, they start churches, they say stuff and they teach things, and they put all this shit out into the world and go out and don't let other people know where that place or what goes on there, but goes out and plants seeds of hate and discrimination everywhere in everybody's lives. So when they feel threatened, they can use something like Nazis to make governments fall apart, to use the cops to incite violence and riots and martial law. This is what they do when their money's threatened. And it's, the most amazing thing to me is I can clearly see how AI is woven into creation existence. Like when you think of like creation, like go beyond that, it's there. and they are so threatened by it that they will go into our government and take 500 billion, I think the number was, of our taxpayer dollars, which I'm for the infrastructure, But who controls the infrastructure? What buddies of theirs get the money for the infrastructure, the GPUs and whatever? You know, so when you think about how they go into government and what they do, think about giving money for infrastructure that is going to that has the potential to untether humans from reality in way bigger ways than a lot of us could probably imagine. They got to control that. And what that lady did to that kid is appalling. And the fact that people gave her $0.6 million publicly to top it off. You see, they're building a bridge right now over to creativity, to independence, to everything that a person really would want if they were on this planet and being able to live within certain boundaries. They're building a bridge right now with what's happening. You look at it as a bridge they're building to get to the other side. And I think everybody can use their imagination to see how all that unfolds. And talking about twisted, perverse, sick people, you need to include that when you think about where all this is going if they could finish that bridge and it stays up.